There will always be someone who is stronger than you, someone who is fitter than you. Another important point is to surround yourself with the right people. Like any muscle in your body, confidence needs to be practiced and exercised. Hi ladies, I'm Natalia and welcome back to Fit Rebelle. Achieving confidence as a woman has always been challenging, but nowadays with the presence of social media, unrealistic expectations have never been so high. I have seen the effect that this has had on my girlfriends and on my own life. I've really struggled with confidence and self-love in the past. Things like, I'm ugly, or I'm too fat, or I'm not good enough, were all things that I would think about on a daily basis. And although us women should really be encouraging each other and lifting each other up because we all suffer from many insecurities, unfortunately that's often not the case. And I have given my beliefs way too much importance in the past. I've seen friends suffer from eating disorders, from social anxiety, from depression. And in large part, this is what has motivated me to create Fit Rebelle, to encourage women to feel more confident. And I don't believe it's been given enough importance. Confidence will grow within you when you realize one important thing, which is that life does not happen to you. It happens for you. The course of your life depends on your own choices. You take your life the way you want to take it. Once you realize this, there will be no room left for any kind of self-pitying attitude, because where you are now depends on your own actions. This applies to what you are doing in life, but also to who you want to be. So if you want to be that person who wakes up and looks in the mirror and says, wow, I am so proud of this person. Look at the amount of things that they have been through in their life, and they're here standing in front of me and smiling. I'm so proud of everything that this person has accomplished, and I appreciate all of their imperfections because they make them who they are. If you want to be that person, then it's in your own hands. Those people that you see who are so self-confident, who feel good in their own skin, those people were not born this way, nor did they wake up one day suddenly feeling great about themselves. It's things that they have worked on repeatedly, day after day, until they reached it. So now that we've established that achieving confidence is something that is in your hands, the question is, how do we get there? What measures can we take to achieve this confidence that we want to have? Like any muscle in your body, confidence needs to be practiced and exercised. So I highly recommend to install new habits in your life that you can apply on a day-to-day basis. And this is especially true for things that you can't change. Because those things that you can't change, that you were born with, that are physically a part of your body, well, guess what? Whether you like it or not, you're pretty much stuck with them for the rest of your life. You can try to change house, change city, change your whole life, but the one thing that will remain in your life is you. So you better learn to like everything that comes with it, both the good and the bad. And plus, in my experience, I've found that a lot of the things that I feel self-conscious about have their positive sides. And in the end, they really make me who I am. And that's really important to remind yourself. And it's not enough to just think about it. Sometimes it's important to actively, purposely tell yourself this on a regular basis until you truly feel it, believe it, and know it, even in the moments where you are the most vulnerable. Another important point is to surround yourself with the right people. If you have friends in your life that need to tear you down in order to feel better about themselves and about their lives, get them out of your life. These people are toxic. What you need to do is surround yourself with people who, instead of that, actually cheer you on. People that when they see that you're happy, that you're excited, that you're feeling good about your life, about what you're doing, these people will cheer you on regardless of the fact that it may put the spotlight on you and potentially outshine them. These people also tend to be confident people themselves. So not only will they support you in your own life, but they will also inspire more positivity and confidence in you. Along these same lines, if someone treats you, the person that you love more than anything else in the world, badly, these people do not deserve to be treated nicely by you for the sake of being nice. Now, I'm not encouraging you to start a war with them and to create fights and conflict in your life, because this will eventually lead to lots of unnecessary negativity, but I do encourage you to keep these people far from your reach. Now, I know that this point can be really hard to follow, because sometimes people that you really cherish in your life are actually not that good for you, and it's really hard to accept that and to take them out of your lives. But trust me, this point is super important, because it will really impact your quality of life and the way you feel about yourself. And what I love about weight training relative to other sports is that I really get a lot of say in what I want my body to look like. So whether I want more toned arms or fit legs, I can achieve that through weight training, and to the degree that I want, that I will feel good in. And that's not to say that because I go to weight train and because I go to the gym, it means that I'm not happy with my body, that I'm unsatisfied. It just means that, you're never gonna feel 100% perfect. Or maybe you are, but generally we don't. And there's always going to be that one thing that, oh, I kind of want, more abs, or I'd like to have this. And that's what leads me to the gym. On a more physiological note, when I weight train, endorphins are released in my brain, which generally make me feel way less stressed and more happy. So it's a really good way just for my mental health to just kind of release all of this tension and stress that I get from my life and come out feeling happier, feeling good, and feeling more confident in reality. So I really think it's a super valuable thing in my life. There's nothing more important in your life than you and your body. And I know that I keep repeating this, but this is just so important, and it needs to be at the core of every single decision that you ever make. And if it's the most valuable thing to you, then you absolutely should take care of it. You should take care of your body and your health. One of the best ways to do that is to do exercise, to train your body, and to eat healthy. So coming back to the influence that social media has on our lives, there's a few key points to remember. The first of which is that confidence cannot be relative to other people. There will always, and I promise you, there will always be someone who is stronger than you, someone who is fitter than you, someone who is smarter than you, someone who has better curves than you. And if your confidence relies on these things, as soon as someone else threatens these aspects that you hold so dearly, which will inevitably happen, it will all come crumbling down, and you will have all these negative thoughts about feeling unworthy, when it's not true. Your confidence needs to come from within. You need to truly believe that you are smart, beautiful, all of these things that you value. You need to believe it regardless of meeting someone else who is more of any of these things. And if you truly believe it, meeting someone who is smarter than you is not going to change the fact that you believe that you're smart. You can even learn from that person, and that's fine. Whatever you believe needs to come from within, and the outside world cannot affect that. On social media, we get a glimpse at amazing women's lives where they're constantly having all these positive thoughts and no negative ones. And they're just doing yoga all the time and feeling great and looking perfect. But this is so unrealistic. We all have that friend on Facebook who is always looking great, who has the amazing job, the amazing life, always has time to travel, to have a social life, and is always looking great. But this person is also self-conscious at times, and that person also feels sad and has their days where they don't feel that great and have their insecurities about other areas in their lives. It's just that these people are not putting it out there for the world to see how uncomfortable they feel. So we need to understand that it's really okay to have our downs, and we all do. There is no exception to this. We all have insecurities. We all feel sad. We're all human, and that's okay. It's okay to feel sad. Don't feel like because one day you're not feeling at your best and you're just not succeeding at the things you want to, that because of that you're unworthy and you're incapable and you're so much worse than everyone else who doesn't have these days. Everyone does. I do. I have these days where I really just feel like I suck and everything in life is just not going my way. And it's okay. It's completely fine to feel down, and it's okay to talk about it. But also remember that in those really vulnerable moments, all those thoughts that we tend to have, they're not really accurate. And just because we feel unworthy, we are not unworthy, and we need to remember that. One last tip that I'd like to give about social media is that instead of following women who create completely unrealistic expectations for you and make you feel sad and self-conscious and unworthy, follow women that are real, that are more genuine, that represent the values that are important to you. So that when you're on social media, instead of making you feel down, these people, they encourage you, they bring you up, they motivate you to feel good and to achieve the things that you want in life. So we've gone over a lot of points in this video already. We've talked about the fact that becoming confident is in your hands. We've talked about different ways, therefore, that we can get there, that we can achieve that by instilling different habits in our lives, such as going to the gym and doing exercise, such as getting rid of toxic people in your life and surround yourself with the right people, and such as repeating to ourselves the things that we love about ourselves, including our insecurities. And we've also talked about the social media influence in our lives and how this can truly impact us, and ways that you can kind of limit that. I believe this is a really important topic, and you can probably tell that I can probably talk about this for ages, and I'll probably make some other videos about this, but I do believe that it's a topic that's really not spoken about enough, and that us women, we really should be supporting each other, because instead of having this weird competition where we're all trying to be better and put each other down, we need to realize that we all have really similar issues, and if we all bring each other up, we can truly become more confident women, and it can be an amazing tool to empower us and make us feel stronger and be able to face more things in our lives. Let me know in the comments what has worked for you to increase your confidence, so that we can grow a community of women that pull each other up rather than tear each other down. Love yourself and stay strong, ladies.